SKN, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Iron Reese. Dynamic talk is still real. We still on the corner. Real talk. We gonna touch on some topics.
It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Check it out. You know, in tune.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, check it out. You know, in tune to the dynamic duo. Reese and Ira. On the corner. Real talk corner.
Real Entertainment Network.
Iron Reese. The talk is still real. We still on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
SKN, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Yo. Reese, what?
Yaga. Everything everywhere going on.
Mia. Oh, hold on. The theme song is still playing.
Not cool.
All
Not
right.
cool. Nothing worry about that.
Turn it off. Yes. Welcome. Check. Testing. Check. Let me make sure I get some comments up.
Just not check
share this show.
boy.
Yeah, I gotta check. Definitely we have to check a lot of the times because sometimes things just not work. Oh, we can't hear you. Oh, this. What happened to the comments? Then I come up on the screen. But anyway, Reese, what's going on, man? How was Memorial Day?
But everything good, yeah. Everything is everything, yeah. You don't know. Of course, in true superstar fashion, I had to end off my birthday. I bought the man to the bank, so you don't know I was outside. I ain't been outside for the whole year, but I was outside.
You still got some more days in the month. So
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
you're closing it off already?
Yeah, man, I could close it off now. I'll tell you once the legend and the king, the legend and the monk in the same building, everything good. Otherwise, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
once
monk.
the legend and the monk touch the same event, man. You know what I mean? I tell her, them there.
Yeah. I could see that you really enjoyed yourself, you know. We ain't get into that. We ain't get into that for sure. We have a few things to talk about. If you could see the topic today is festival versus crime because we have Culturama 50 coming up, and unfortunately, we had a extremely tragic situation in Nevis that kind of left the place shook. Not kinda left the place shook, where you know a brother and sister, a brother and sister peer were attacked, leaving the brother injured, and the sister unfortunately died. Now, it's always hard to talk about these kind of things, especially because it's raw and the families are still hurting. So I just want to start off by expressing a heartfelt and deepest sincere condolences to the family of um Joel, but we know him more affectionately by Darling. And I would have grown up around the two victims of this tragic event, and it's kind of puzzling for me, you know. It's Anyway, I we're gonna talk about that, and I haven't even directly reached out to anyone because it's such a hard thing to talk about. I don't even want to talk about that situation. I just want to talk about what's going on in general. So I grew up in Government Road. I started my life in St. Croix. I grew up in Government Road. I moved to Ramsbury, and then I moved to Hamilton. Right now, it seems like Hamilton is facing a crisis. There's reports of gunshots almost every night. What I'm being told, you know, and at some point, you know, you hope that this all is gonna come to an end. You hope that there is some sort of solution, excuse me, being worked in the background, some sort of action that's about to play out by those people who are responsible for trying. I don't know, Reese, I know how you feel about this, but those people who are responsible for to trying to ease what's going on in crime, with crime and stuff. We have a situation where a youngster is now motherless. A mother is left in pain. You know, and brothers, cousins, friends, a community at whole is left in tremendous pain. Um, the answer is what could have caused something like this? The answers is what people are seeking. Unfortunately, there's only going to be speculation because those questions are hardly ever answered in our island. You hardly have where murders and um, violent crimes are being solved. You hardly have these sort of situations where you could really say, good job. Um, I don't know about that. The last thing I heard was not so, but if it changed, it changed. So anyway, Reese, you have anything to say about that situation?
Um, well, as you know, I would have lived in Hamilton for quite some time. Navigated maybe through Hamilton days and days and days at a time, right? And you move around. And like you stated, we have heard reports of consistent situations going on in Hamilton. Situations that you hear that don't necessarily make you feel like you would be at ease in that area. No, as we all know, it came to a head with this unfortunate incident with one individual being critically wounded, another individual unfortunately losing their life. And it's sad, you know. like you spoke about parents last year, their daughter, a child with a lost mother, you know, uh, and an individual is in hospital at this point. We know that they were shot. We don't know the situation as how in depth it is. But with that being said, this thing got to stop. This thing out of control. And ultimately that's really where you come down to. It has to stop. It's out of control. Um, you want to tell me that where you live, you can't feel at ease. And where
Hmm.
else do you feel at ease? I mean, the area that you lay your head, your family lay their head. If you can't feel at ease, then where else does an individual feel at ease? And that's ultimately what it is. Um, as you know, there's a lot of speculation going around, and I would not dive into the speculation. I would not go into that. But we're just asking for everybody to just be careful. You know, it's a tough situation. Condolences to the family, condolences to the friends, to the young child that would have lost their mom. You know, that's that's a thing that's going to last a lifetime. You know, so it's a very unfortunate situation. I hope we could clean this thing up sooner rather than later. Um, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say good evening to all the audience and everyone everyone in the audience, everyone who's tuned in so far. Go ahead and hit that share button, light up the place with some emojis. You know, let's get the algorithms then working. If you're on YouTube, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and follow and like. And let's get into it. Slowly, the Federation is becoming a no go zone. There is a video circulating of a machete welding man cut up another man in yeah. So even with that, last week I think we pointed that out. With every action there's a reaction. Not saying that this is the reaction, but I had already predicted that we would see an uptick in knife and those like knife crimes, violent crimes being with happening with knives because the gun laws are so strict right now. You know, yeah. So I see the video someplace. I haven't watched it. I mean, I have no plans to watch that. But I'm not surprised. I think people are gonna start using knives now. You know, match it to do the damage. Um, because the law and the gun. Likewise, you would have unfortunate situations where innocent people are probably not going to be spared because they want the chance to go 40 years over gun and a bullet. Now, with all that said, we do have Culture Armor 50 coming up, Reese. Is there an impact? Do you think there's an impact?
Crime is always impactful, no matter how you put it. Um, the sad reality is that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and we cannot tell when the equal and opposite reaction would occur. So, you have individuals who are going to be uneasy, right? We have seen times where different countries, you see US, Canada, the UK, put out travel warnings um, to individuals going to certain places. Most recently, we've seen Jamaica get slapped with another travel warning.
Hmm.
And the truth is, right, because we don't know what the retaliation may be or when it may come, everyone is uneasy. And for the individual, for the retaliator, right, the person who's going to retaliate, we don't
Mm,
know what
mhm,
that person's mindset is going to be like when they see that individual. And also keep in mind that you also have people who have situations going for years that they just ain't see the person, and they see the person and this is what it is. So the crime is going to have a big impact on the upcoming festival.
Yeah, I don't know if people are already starting to say, yo, I'm not going. I am not going because of that situation. You know, um, I think I'm at that place though, where it's like I don't really know what going on for Culturama anyway.
But you know,
And
also like I'll give you a good example. For example, for me and you, right? We go to Hamilton, the same area
as
where a lot
well,
of these things are happening. We're now occupying homes that may have been empty for quite some time. So the moment somebody see a light and then you be considered an easy target. You know, these are just couple of simple things that some people look at. You know, I remember the last I went to, I decided I had my son at the time, and I decided I wasn't going to stay in my mother's house because the house vacant for almost a year and a half, and you see a later, now you know somebody in there. You know what I mean? You can come in there, the only thing I think is some plastic knife or some kitchen knife, and I ain't got nothing to protect myself with, and I got my son with me, so I decided against that. You know, and unfortunately, that's the reality.
it's an uneasy feeling, eh? Especially if you don't
Very,
know
very.
what what's going on. Because nowhere like I would have thought that I would have heard the news that I heard. So it's just unsettling, you know. And I know you don't usually feel like the government has any part to play in trying to help the situation. Sometimes it does seem like you don't even feel like the police have any part to play. And you put a lot of the weight on the community, and I feel like in this case we need all factors to come together right now and
No,
start.
no, not in this case. In all cases, not in this case. In all cases,
I stand corrected. I stand very corrected. You know, um, we really need to see some sort of community policing. Um, if it's not policies, then we need to see support from the government for the police. You know, be it an initiative where I don't know if we have enough police. I don't know if that's a problem. I don't know if they don't have the equipment to save. I don't know if they don't have the training. These are the kind of things that they're gonna have to identify. They should be collecting certain data and putting those together and trying to figure out where they can improve on the group of people that are being employed to fight these sort of behaviors, even if it's from a psychological standpoint, because if community plays a big part in it, then maybe the police need to learn how to work with people and not always have this authority authority type figure. um so there is some exploring that needs to be done, and there needs to be some brainstorming, town hall meetings that includes the police and includes the the government and the people responsible, and of course the community, right? And when I mean a community, I don't mean a village. Yeah, I don't mean a village. I mean the community, the island and a whole, and not just one where they come and they act as if they're listening, and then after that there is no action, there's nothing put in place. You know, actually something needs to be done, right? It's sad, but we know who to point the finger at. I can't believe up to now Nivisions in give up who the shooters be. We know who was after, but damn. Well, if you know, like, I don't know about the we part. The we like I still don't know what's going on. I have no idea because I am far removed from my own community as well. You know.
Um, to address Javan, I agree with you, right? I feel that it's unlikely that things will get better anytime soon. Even all these police initiatives that I was speaking about, I feel that the community have to play the part. I feel that these quote unquote shooters or quote unquote bad man is we cousins and we brothers and we sons and we grandsons and we nephews and we classmates and we friends. So if we want our community to be better, we got to play our part, right? We are in the community with these people. You know what I mean? It's just like when you see a fight as a child. You see two of your friends start to fight and you get between and you try to stop it. Well, if you don't try to stop it and you escalate, you know the situation is that just happened. You choose not to tell the police, then that's on you. So I feel like it's community situations that we need to really, as a community, we need to start dealing with the thing, right? You know what I mean? We, of course, there's a stigma which has come down from America to all over. You ain't want to be no snitch, you want to be no rat, you want to be no this, you want to be no that, but it look like you want to be ducking in your house every time you close the door. You know what I mean? You don't want to be ducking here. It's not a comfortable feeling, eh? And I don't know how much I hear gunshot and you know where they're coming from. It's not a comfortable feeling. You know where they're coming from now, where they're going. It's not a comfortable feeling. So I can imagine like those individuals should have been in that area that would have heard those shots. It can't be comfortable. So unless the community play their part and somebody decide to start talk, the individual who pull the trigger still out there with a gun, and that gun ain't gonna go to waste. You gonna pull a trigger again, and that's unfortunately that's where we at.
Again, you're gonna need resources, huh? Because you don't expect Reese to go out there and just talk, and Reese has no protection at all. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, you mute. I can't hear you.
I don't. What was the last thing you hear that you heard?
No, you saying you need protection.
You need protection, and witness eradication is a thing. So it's not just oh, no snitch, because the snitching thing, a civilian don't snitch, right? Snitching is within the factors of the criminal movements, right? So if Reese is a bad man and Ira a bad man, the two of them have a code. But if Pistachio is a ordinary citizen, Pistachio is not a snitch. But that don't mean Reese or Ira would just allow Pistachio to talk, because Reese and Ira don't want to go to jail, right? So what happened to Pistachio? You can't even live in your own house, because remember, it's the same community or the same village. These men could reach you and you're not under the mindset that the criminals are on. They could become real heartless and just, like I said, eradicate anything that could possibly lead them to going to jail. So if the only evidence that you're going to move on would be eyewitness or witness, you know. The other thing is maybe the police already know who they're supposed to be a tackle, but maybe they're not doing what they're supposed to, right? Who said that they haven't been told? We don't even know, because I don't see any press conference. I don't hear anything about what's going on. There's no updates on any of these matters. Like I said, there is no active community outreach, from my opinion. Maybe I'm just not on the ground. But you want the community to reach out to the police. How is the police reaching out to the community? You know, and that it's a two-way street. You know, the police have to have, and I mentioned maybe they need some kind of psychology training. They have to have some kind of mechanism that's going to make people feel comfortable enough to talk to them. Reese, growing up in Hamilton, wherever you grew up, right? You would have played cricket and these kind of things, play basketball, you know, do different things. At any point as a youth, playing any of these sport, has an officer or officers come there and say, let me play some games with these youths. You've ever played a game of basketball with police?
No, me not had that.
A game of cricket?
No, me not had none of that.
You see what I'm saying? So if they're not even trying to be friends with the community, you know, come in, play some cricket with you, play some basketball. Even here in Orlando, the Orange County, like every month, they have this thing where you could come and the kids could go and go in the police vehicles and play with the trucks and all these things. And Orange County has a video game truck, Reese. A video game truck. You understand how there's outreach to the community. I've never seen outreach from the police in St. Kitts and Nevis. I've never seen them try to embed themselves within the community. And like, no people, like, imagine I could say, oh, I know the police there from Ismail. He used to play cricket with me. I feel comfortable talking to John. You know what I mean? Even when I used to do deer, and John Prentice used to come and teach us about deer, I used to feel so intimidated by his presence. You know, I have to always know that he's a police. I felt more intimidated by his presence rather than feeling, this is somebody that I could, if I have a problem, I could go to and discuss it with them. I think that factor is also missing from the whole community is at blame. Because the community wouldn't even know the first person to go to. I told you one time I went to the police station, and by the time I reached home, the report already reached back to the person that I reported. So how would you feel like as a community talking to somebody about, oh, I saw this violent crime, this person moving around this certain time, when you can't even trust anybody? You can't put the blame on the people alone. It's a group thing. It's a group thing. They gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out together, but they need to do better too.
Well, you know, I believe in eradication of problems. Eh? So I believe in, you know, when I used to live in St. Thomas, right, out of Panama, I used to have Marriott. The man used to come across that all the time. The police, just come across
Yeah.
on a regular. Every time I got a shooting, man, the man talk about the shooting, the man say, oh, dog, take it easy now, my boy. We know who did the shooting, eh? We also know that he only got about a week to live. Why are we going to arrest a man who do a shooting for the taxpayers to spend money to feed him for 25 years? When we know in a week, he gone from this earth. He said, listen, when a tourist gets shooting and say, okay, we could arrest the person who did the shooting, we know who do the shootings, but we're going to let them take care of each other. We don't want extra work. Well, sometimes that's what you need to.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
believe in
understand the
eradication of
mentality.
problems. I believe
I
in
mean,
eradication of problems, and I feel like this is why civilians need firearms.
well, who was the guy that
Because
on the
if I
press
can't if
conference
I
said
can't
something?
protect me, if I can't protect me, allow me to protect myself.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to look at it. And I feel like some officials are actually looking at it in that way, because you had the guy that say if you're kill people, you need to fly out. So this is a part of what I think. So hold on, let me see what's going on. Javon Green. It's sad, but we know. Okay, I think we mentioned that. Evan, I'm slowly getting to the stage of not bringing 10 plus children to SKN next year for a family reunion. Wow, that's an impact. And Javon, the time for talking done gone. Not no brainstorming or town hall. They want to be criminals. We got to deal with them like criminals. We got to understand that look, not everyone going walk the good path, but those who choose the other path, we have to make an example of them. Blanche, Javon Green, you seem to know yourself who the shooter is. Why don't you start off by being a good citizen and name up the names? Maybe you should have kept your comment to yourself and give up the names. Ira, we know who does be doing the shootings. The streets does talk, but the evidence, you need concrete evidence, and you need people to come forward. Emmanuel said none of us had that. Okay, I think that was when I was talking.
Let's talk about the police. Talk about the police thing.
Yeah. Jovan Green, Ira, what has happened is that we in the Federation and the wider Caribbean has adopted this gangster culture. Some people ain't feel good until the smoking with the man them. Some of them ain't feel good unless they do things with the man them. And most women choose men who give off that energy and are a part of the lifestyle. They love the tuggy. Uh, I've
Boy.
always make it worse. The government validate the bad behavior by paying and protecting these men. We love, hide, and protect them. And what has they done to the community? Just cause problems. Good evening, Loretta.
But me got everything in all of this, You know me could solve the crime problem.
El Salvador.
I could say, no, me going further than El Salvador. El Salvador not gonna find enough,
And they're not gonna problem no more. They stop. Let's stop MS-13.
El Salvador still have a problem because taxpayers is still paying to feed them.
Oh,
I would do like El Salvador and just drop 100 knife in there. Just chain 100 knife on the ground.
But we just said earlier. You see, this is where the contradiction. This is where this is. Collect week said social Reese because I said in these measures and you said in every measure, and I was like, okay, I stand corrected, but no, it's like no, these lives ain't what anything. So we could just drop them.
But it's simple. It's either we're gonna fix the problem or the problem going to linger. The way how our situation is set up, we have a unique situation. Unfortunately, most crimes don't get solved. So what we have to do is pick up people that are guilty by association, people who we think live this lifestyle, just like El Salvador, and dash the knife them in there. You don't want that, right? You don't want to go that far. You don't really want to get rid of the problem,
No, but you
want to get rid of the problem.
Like I said earlier when I said in this case, and you corrected me, and I said, Reese, I stand corrected, right? Because life is life, and we have to value our life equally, right? And you was like, not in this case, in all cases, but yet still, you want to give a man the power of police, judge, jury, executioner.
No, we not do that. We're not doing that. What we doing, just like the last stage, you go hold a man for 72 hours without charging him. Hold everybody for 72 hours without charging them and drop some knife in there and let them man really figure out if they bought their life. Everybody bought the life until the life really come to them, I know man with a shoot, right? And when shot your back after them run. So you need to put people in uncomfortable situation. Let them deal with them situation. It's easy to shoot a man, we really got to get close, When you get a knife in your hand, right, you gotta push it in.
Reese want to go
Different.
back to Coliseum days. Reese want us to take the Culture Armor Stadium and put them in the middle, and they gotta fight, and you watch them, and they
No,
can't escape, and they're
Culturama Stadium too big.
too big for that.
Yeah, you know, I'm not so big. We want to deal with problems
You,
quickly. You know, I
as
believe in permanent
Emmanuel point out,
eradication.
you're back to 300. You're back to Coliseum days. You want.
I back to full. I back to getting the country how we need it.
How
I
a
don't
knife
know,
get
and
in a jail cell? How a knife get in a jail cell?
no. Me not tell you, and knife get in the jail. So let me tell you, we bring in the knife and train them in there.
Yeah,
I
that's the
figure out that
problem.
stuff. Yeah, we
That's the
bringing them in.
problem.
No, you mean we bringing them in? Oh, you mean how they get in there? We bringing them in. We train them to them. I
So like
sort
in
out our
Crackman.
business. Sort out our business since I really got a problem. I want full eradication.
Is there anyone on this in this audience who agrees with what Reese is saying? If you agree with what Reese is saying, drop a emoji or something, bro.
No, me no want nobody agree with me. I hoping everybody don't think like me. I don't want people to think like me.
Oh
Please
my
don't think.
gosh.
But that is why sometimes you need extreme measures to handle these situations.
I also feel like
Hold on.
You-
Keita just said the rate things going. They need to round up everybody and everything associated and put them under pressure. The officers know who they are, and they need to start policing.
Kira, you hear what Reese said? And Tyrion are gonna recap it right now. Right? Reese said, round them up, carry them in the jail cell, right? And drop a bag of knife amongst them and let them figure it out. Because them a bad man and they're supposed to get beef. See the knife them there, do what you got to do. Let them fight it out. Right there. Like grab, like start rounding them up. Boom, boom, boom. Your enemy, your enemy, your enemy, your enemy, your enemy. Boom. One place, take a bag of knife, throw it in there. And let them. I don't know. Tyron, what kind of question is that? Tyron gonna ask me. Who is them?
Tyrion say who's them?
The
The
gangster.
all we know who they,
Who
who want to be gangster, who want to be gangster, who want to be bad man, who want to mix up another life. There. I am a civilian. I always tell people, I live the civilian life. I don't want to be a bad man. I don't want to be a gangster. I don't associate with that life. But for those who do, and we need to clean up the country and deal with the situation quickly as we approach the 50th. Full eradication. And I don't believe business in a trial to it.
Oh my god.
Tell them nobody leave until the last man standing. Yo, people understand this thing.
Too much cartel, Gigi. I feel like I got to go on.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's a big issue. You see, somebody else, boy, listen, somebody else said they agree with me, you know?
Who?
Who
said that?
Bernal Duggins.
Oh, Bernal Duggins said that.
Yes.
Okay, Bernal.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I tell you, because the way we've been doing this thing for too long, and you know what the issue is too? It has happened too frequently in too many populated places. People don't on the beach and them gunshot back. People are Juve, people are Parade, people are last time and gunshot back. Me no want anything there. Me want there, me out of lay, me no want to have a think panda. What you think panda for? So me can't even beat a juice properly because no me got beat a juice and me see two man when me no got problem. So no me got keep me eye on them just to make sure that wait. No, me no want that. If that the case, then it don't make no sense me go. Cause me can't be at ease, especially when you know that fraction A and fraction B got a problem and 2 weeks ago this happened, so this might happen tonight. Me no want no kind of thing. Your mind will never be at ease. And as a parent, as we get older and we stop playing and our children start to like, oh, Jesus Christ, what we going to do? You're not asleep till your child come home, bye. You ain't sleeping till your child come home. You know how easy that going to be? You got to go work 8 o'clock in the morning and your child come home 4 o'clock. You know, but you can't sleep because mentally you ain't feel comfortable until you hear that door open and your child coming inside. And you ain't want your phone, you ain't want to text, eh? Don't get a text on a car where your child out. By your heart, you drop your big toe. And it's not because your child doing nothing wrong. It's not because your child mix up in or nothing. But unfortunately, this is what we're dealing with.
Okay. I see. I understand your rationale. It's never gonna happen, but I understand. Um, there's other connections that we could make. You know, we could make some connections from even from school. So this is something that I've seen. So my
But people say he's making points here. But somebody said 1,000. Yeah, well, 100%, 1,000% them agree. Yo,
please, I understand. We're feeling desperate right now. So we can say all kind of things.
no, we're not
Trust me.
desperate, but we have to deal with this
Oh
situation.
yeah, that's desperation. That's definitely desperations. And the public needs to get fed up of the violence and turn them in. But then again, they won't, cause is the bad man them girls love. Some parents also know what their children are involved in. So I mean, Sean Kingston just got locked up. I thought his mom got locked up, and I think he got locked up. I didn't see any increase. Well, I didn't see any increase on when they did the criminal aspect with the case was harboring a criminal, right? I remember one time gun being found in a house and the police went with everybody in the house and everybody started to buy, lad, man, you know, no, they should not go with everybody and blah, blah, blah. These are the problems, right? This is a part of it, right? A gun in your house and you don't know. You have to know that that person there live a certain lifestyle, right? You can't live here. Go long, find some place else to live. So when the police come and find the gun in the house, how come one person must go if one person own up to it? When after all the things that we hear saying that everybody know, and the mothers know, and the sisters know, and the uncles know, and the brothers know, and the cousins know, and they live with that person, the community start to ball now when everybody get whole. There need to be a harder penalty for the harborer as well. That's going to encourage them to discourage the people them from around them to live those lifestyle. I get out the place. What about that? The other thing we could look at is most of these people that we see with criminal past and criminal behaviors, you know them from school. You know them in the sense of, like, when you hear somebody who got killed, it's like, by he ended up in the 4th stream, by he been in the 5th stream. What I can remember from school was those were the kids that the system abandoned rather than give them the extra time that they needed, right? I feel like at that point in time, you just let them go out into society. The gun, Ira, it's a gun in your hose, not a gun in your, oh, whatever. Anyway, so says the person who hide behind a fake profile. But we know who the criminal people be, right? And we see them, and then you could start making certain connections, right? And then you could say, "Bye, that person that end up in a certain stream. That person here was in this stream. That person here was in that stream. That person here was in this stream." You get what I'm saying? You start to look back and you realize teachers never used to treat these kids properly. They never used to pay them any attention. They never used to pay them any mind. They used to put them aside. You know, they used to cast them like, and they have to be people that come out in society and also contribute positively to society, and they're not given the proper time, tools, anything to even contribute in society. And we could start watch lists. You could definitely start watch lists. You know, we got to start hitting them with psychology from a young level. You know, if you have a child in a car that's a class that's constantly disrupting a class, right? constantly disrupting a class, you have to start to thinking about that child's mental state, right? Because that's not normal behavior. When you see a child acting wild in a class all the time, that is not normal behavior. If the majority of the class is behaving, but you have one child that's just constantly disrupting class, then you need to have a conversation with the parent. If the parent is not, anyway, so this is what I'm pointing at, right? This is what I'm going at. This is where I'm trying to. There's other ways rather than giving people knives and have them battle it out. You see what I'm saying? There's other ways.
You don't pay attention to autism and ADHD. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's only after you move to me was saying about some of these things. I think, unfortunately, we have this tendency of saying anybody that have any kind of deficiency, we just call them retarded, call them slow, send them over there, where you call it lowlands or whatever it is. And I think you're right. We need to start paying attention to mental health, mental stability. But another problem is too these broken homes that we be seeing. These broken homes actually play play a big role. The two the two parent household plays a big role. I
It
think we
does.
need to get to that. We need to get back to that as well. I think we see too many situations where children are being raised usually by the mother only. Sometimes even see the children being raised by the grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make sure that the children have both parents in their life actively engaged, actively committed to the development of the child. So some of these young men out here that want the wrong game, getting a bunch of children and ain't looking for them fellas. I gotta do better. To these women out here who know what kind of man they with and they still say they want to go let them with them and no better too. And I mean, people like me and Eric used to be available and I didn't want to swing our way, but no, I watch a ball that I child father did. I want me feel sorry.
Yeah, you're something else, you know.
But anyway, yeah, that's a different topic for a different day.
You look
Fathers
like
they
you've
come
been
up.
away to the one. You were waiting for that.
No, 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 no,
You're
no, no, no. I wasn't
yeah,
waiting for
you
anything, but they line up accurately, eh? But for real, though, we just got to start doing better as people to deal with these situations, man. And when you see children, before they start to act out in school, they act out at home, eh? So you need to kind of curb some of these actions at home. Because if you don't stop it at home, then it becomes a much bigger problem, man. So the big problem the boy I became handle me too.
mm-hmm.
Hey Gigi, lad, I must say Gigi. Now like you, I got some things on my mind I got to talk about before the year done, Joe. But not right now. But we need to handle these situations at home. The parents have to be more involved.
It would be nice. It would be nice. It would be nice. It would be nice.
You
But
know.
Reese, hey, that's my take on it. I think Culturama 50 is going to be affected by it heavily if they don't get it under control. If it start to spiral out, if it start to spiral even more out of control, right? Then hey, you know,
And I'm gonna say one thing before. I'm gonna say one thing on parenting before we go on to anything else. And this is for all parents to understand. It's something that I had to understand too. If you want to have fun parents with your children, you end up raising your grandchildren. But if you raise your child, you gotta have fun with your grandchild. Don't let go over your head. Eh?
say it again. Say it one more time. Just once. Say it
If you
slowly.
raise, if you want to have fun with your grandchildren, you have to raise your child. Because if you have fun with your child, you'll end up having to raise your grandchildren. keep that in mind.
Yeah, GG Culturama Carnival Music Fest, the robberies is because you have some people that don't want to work. They just don't want to work, and that's their jobs. That's their job. It's like they break into houses, see what they could get. They're looking money because they still want to look fly. They still want to. It's just, yeah, it's normal. Christmas, Carnival, Culturama, Music Fest, around them times, you're going to get an uptick because they need money to flex, right? Gotta buy drinks, gotta do certain things. All right, Reese, I wanna take a little break and run a Culturama ad.
On the road we coming fresh. In the queen show watch me fresh. All of parade them in fresh. 50 on the road, on the road. Another year we on the road, on the road. Tell them 50 on the code for the road. It's like a movie on a road. Long jump episode. Watch it stepping out like fresh. For the 50th way. See the control complex. For the bad t-shirt. On the road we coming. Culturama 50. From country to city.
All right. So with that said, we're gonna switch it over and talk about something else. What are we gonna talk about? Well, Fettin, because Fettin is we name. Well, Reese. And Reese, I'm gonna let you start off this one. Excited, huh?
But you said, Fettin is we name, we don't play. Hey, Culturama 50, right? Road gonna be bacchanal, but if I go on the road, I could come check me, me in the bacchanal business.
Mhm.
Bacchanal business. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start being a promoter. I'm gonna be a promoter soon now. I'll continue watch it. We're gonna talk about this weekend and the bacchanal range show.
Let's do this.
I come to wine. Cause we're not fitting of course.
Every day is fet and come out to fet.
I better Fettin.
Fetting? I don't believe.
Hey, if they don't believe, hold on.
We will never. Put your hand in the air.
I still recovering. So I can't jump. Yo.
I understand how the thing go.
All right. So Emmanuel said Carnival did sweet. At least the last part I did catch. Reese, we're gonna compare. There's a couple of things we're gonna want to break down, right? We're gonna want to break down that event that we went to. We could go into the event and the promotions and that kind of stuff. Real entertainment is not being paid by the advertisement yet, but we're gonna work those out. We're gonna work it into our schedule. Back to what I was saying. We could talk about how that event ran, of course. Because that event could have been much better, but we also have to talk about the caliber of the man himself, the monk, Marshall Montana. Like, okay, so here's it. During Memorial Weekend, it is Orlando's Carnival. I know everybody probably know about Miami's Carnival. They probably even heard about Atlanta's Carnival, but Orlando's Carnival is starting to do things. We're starting to tread up and up and up and up and up, right? This weekend, we had a difficult choice, but I put my faith in the legend, Reese. I said, Reese, I want you to help me with this choice because we wanted to go out and we wanted to fet. There were 4 options. You know, maybe not, maybe 3. But I know Bunji Garlin was in town. Bunji Garlin, who Bunji Garlin performed with?
No,
Reese.
so
He was the night before.
No. Bunji and Fan performed the same night.
The same night? Okay.
You had Kes Nadia Batson perform the same night. You had Destra perform the same night. And then you had Patrice and Marshall performing the same night.
Destra
So you had options. You had options.
You had options. Like, you had options. And Reese came under a lot of fire. Like a lot of fire. Right? Yeah, we miss Burning Flames. I know. We miss Burning Flames. I wanted to go. My wife couldn't recover. She just couldn't. But Reese said, Monk, we gotta go with Marshall. I said, Reese, we're gonna go. You know, but the last time I saw him, we were disappointed. Reese was like, you gotta go. And he gave me a good explanation as to why we need to go. As soon as we reach, the ladies decide to say, oh, we should have gone a Kes, blah, blah, blah. And we heard that all night. Imagine you're in a fet and you're convincing people that you're in the right place. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. You're in the right place. Just take it easy. It was terrible, right? It was a hard thing for us to do. Reese went a little mute for a second because Reese was like, he gonna just let the performance show. I saw when Reese take a victory dance and all. But Reese, that man could perform. And when I look at the level of performance that Marshall put on, right? He reminded me why he is the king of soca. I've seen Kes, right? I've seen Kes 2 years in a row because Dahlia was like, yo, she got in a Kes. I got into Marshall. First of all, I got with Reese. Reese is the soca boss. He knows this thing. And I've seen Kes 2 years in a row. Kes always has his band because it's Kes the band. Marshall didn't show up with a band. And I was like, what? No band? After the A-Team just rip up the place with Patrice Roberts, the A-Team stringing, like the A-Team got guitar, they're full of life, full of vibes. When you see the man playing the guitar there, it's like, wow, this man really feeling it. He feeling the music more than anyone else. But at the end of it all, I was like, Marshall Montana is the king. The man is a spectacular performer. The man show why he's gonna be on the top until he retires. And he just bring the vibe. And Reese, thank you.
Okay, so let me talk about it.
Yeah.
There's legends in the game, right? And some people just dip on that level. Marshall came without a band. And I say, yo, what the hell Marshall doing? Patrice just tear down in here with a band. But I say, I believe in the monk. And if the monk is here, the monk going to deliver. Remember, it's all like the hearing, but we should have gone Kes, we should have this, we should have that. To a point, me stop talking. I start to feel like we should have gone Kes and all. But I believe in the monk. And I know that the monk cannot let me down. The monk understand that May 1st is my birthday and he's there at Orlando. In a May, he can't let Reese down. Well, the monk come on stage and the monk say, well, time for me to deliver and shower performances. What I really appreciated about Marshall is even though he didn't have a band, he still found a way to have highs and lows in the music, to talk to the crowd, to interact with the crowd. And he also showed his gratitude to the individuals that came out to support him. Right? He highlighted that, hey, there's a lot of other things going on. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here with me, and I gonna deliver. The other thing that I appreciated from Marshall is he incorporated other music into his set,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he played like Make Me Sweat, all of that was played in his set. He played Nyla Blackman and Skinny Fabulous Come Home in his set. He played alongside Patrice Roberts. Patrice Roberts opened his show. The first song he come out with was the song with he and Patrice Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went and he played a little bit of Destra. Then he went back to the Raw match with he and Patrice Roberts, Band of the Year, and
Band of the Year.
he kept the crowd engaged throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
You understand? The man understand that there's things that you could do
Mm-hmm.
that could keep your crowd going. The man bring his daughter on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And the man tell everybody, I just want to see, hey, they make good looking children.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, if you want a child, call me. And then right after that, I hear, call me anytime you want. One more time, start to play. Yo, the man is a performer. And the man understand how to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
And right next to the stage, there was this big guy in his contingency. And this is what opened me to say, yo, Marshall know what he doing. He turned to the guy in his contingency and he started to sing a local song from Guyana that they appreciated. You understand? So the man understand his audience. He know what he doing. And you get this thing here with time. When you put dedication into your craft, you can, whatever the man praises, the man deserve it. Because the man perform.
He perform. And Gigi, to answer your question, I hope that answer your question. But Reese, it's the way how they use music to command the crowd and still words, right? Song and talking. I find what we have in our federation is a lot of music. The interaction with the crowd is limited.
But
they sing out their songs and stuff.
The interaction with the crowd is limited, but it's the way you incorporate your crowd with the music. Like, I give you a good example. Marshall stop between a song and Marshall tell everybody, put your hand like this.
Yeah.
Turn your hand so. And then when he do so and your hand come down, you hear pa 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 pa. And it's like it went straight into the intro of a song. So you feel like you are a part of this man performance.
That when he do the big
the man make you feel like you're part of the performance.
Yeah.
And then he take his time out to look for every flag, and he call out every flag where he see.
Every flag where he saw.
Every flag where he see.
A matter of fact, I think he was one of the only artists that actually said St. Kitts and Nevis. Everybody else was just St. Kitts. And it's hats off to the man.
Like, and with that being said too, I'm not going to stand here and act like Patrice didn't put on a hell of a show. Patrice put on a hell of a show. And I don't know if anybody realized when she did the little tribute to her ex-fiance who had passed away, where she did Vagabond in the middle of she sang, the way how I jamming in the band, they calling me a holy. You know what I mean? And it's just like little things to really make you say, yo, these guys really developing the thing. These guys really put time into what they're doing. Yeah. And when they touch the stage, they understand that people work hard for the money. They spend the money that they could have used to pay the light bill, or pay to use to buy water and juice for the children for the weekend. Some people might have to get a babysitter for the weekend, might have to catch an Uber for the weekend. You know what I mean? I gonna make sure I defend these people money. When I come out of there, my money was defended. I ain't feel like I spent a bad dollar.
That's right. And the other thing that Marshall did, which I don't know that I've ever seen an artist do before, was When the event was supposed to be over at 3 o'clock. So when 3 o'clock came, when 3 o'clock hit, they turned on the lights in the event. Marshall said, "I see they turn on the lights." This man continued with his set. They turned on the lights 3 times. Turn on, turn off. Turn on, turn off. Turn on. And Marshall meant, because they didn't run the event properly. The flow of the event was not great. They had some sets with some DJs, they were long. The artist came on late. Marshall came on late. When Marshall come on, it was already minutes to 3. I'm like, wow, we only get like 20, 15 minutes of Marshall performing. But Marshall make sure he give us the full set. He didn't care. And he know that his name is on the line. You know, at the end of the day, we could have been at Kess. And I don't see Dahlia say Kess ripping up the place. You see me? We could have been at Bunji Garlin and Bunji Garlin ripping up the place. And I saw clips with Pumpa and Destra. Them are ripping up the place. So Marshall could not have allowed his set to go shorter than in like an hour or so. He gave us a full set. He went against it. You need to go to a VI jam, then Ira. Right, then VI. Well, when you reach back again, link me and we get into one. You, Reese, and myself, we will go to one. Just let me know when you're finally in Orlando, and we will go to one.
But you know what I mean? And like you said, when you compare it to the musicians that would see home, right? So we actually compare A-Team to the bands, because A-Team was the only band that was there. When you look at the musicians for A-Team, and you could see how them man really decide to dive into the music. At one point, right, the guitarist looked like he was the star of the show, yeah? He looked like he was Patrice Roberts, yeah? It looked like he was the guitarist featuring Patrice, yeah? Patrice was just there to think some stupidness, because he running the show. The man roll his eye in the back of his head like 6 times. And I say what you look like you do. What like 6 times? The man eye in the back of his head up in the mouth over.
Yeah, and that's his style, because I remember him when we went to Kess last year. The year before, not last year, the year before, because last year you and I went to Kess on his tour. Excellent performance, by the way. You know, that same guitarist, as soon as I saw him this time around, I remembered him. Like, hats off to him. That's the kind of dedication and love you really need from the musicians. You know, and we kind of spoke about it, and we said he can't think of any musician that feels that way, but I think we have some. But he was more upfront, eh? He's not behind. He looked like he wanted to be the guitarist and Patrice Roberts. You know, he's more too different.
But again, it's a show, and the man understand that it's a show, and he delivered a performance.
Definitely.
You know, one of the other things that I realized from listening to music is that a song is recorded this way, but there's so many different changes you can make to this song. And I heard so many different changes that these musicians put in these songs, just to full up the song, to make the song rich. You know what I mean? You could see that these guys, and the band was tight. Yo, the band was tight. My God, the band was tight. They played together. No one played out of turn. No one went rogue. No one. Their man played together. Well put together performance.
Yeah, they didn't miss. They didn't miss at all. You know, sometimes I listening to music, the drummer sound like he there one place, the guitarist sound like he there one place. They were just always in tune. They were always in tune.
Yeah.
To the point where, you know, there's no shame in our musician looking at these guys and studying their craft. You know, it's not a competition, you know, it's a mission. You could take bits and pieces from different people and develop your craft. Even though you got this from Marshall, that from Kess, this from X, you know, you end up with your own style. And nothing is new under the sun. Right? There's nothing new under the sun.
I mean, I think if you look at Marshall, I'll give you a good example. If you look at Marshall, Marshall is a part of a lineage of performers, and I've noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I look at it today. You have James Brown, then you have Michael Jackson, Marshall emulate both. But then if you look at Pumper emulates Marshall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody have a thing what they do, and you could always, like you said, take a little bit and then turn it into your own. You know, take this and take that, and you turn it into your own. You find your way to mold it into what works best for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, but this thing where we just stand up in the mic and we had a rap on side to say, no. You have a big
Mm-hmm.
stage, you stage is 25 by 25, yo, you got to walk the stage. And that's one thing that Marshall and Patrice both did. They went from side to side.
Side to side.
You know,
Side to side.
matter of fact, at one
Yeah.
point, Patrice put the crowd, and Patrice said, this side sing, y'all stop. And then he said, that side sing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was just a vibe. It was just a vibe.
This is the commanding the crowd is very important in performance, even in songs. So traditionally, road marches are going to be won by songs that have instructions, right? Like I was telling Chevelle the year when Come Home came out, Come Home versus Hard Fet. I said, why Come Home sweet, you know? And you could look at Come Home and the way that it's uh matured over the years. It's like every time that play, it's a hit. Everybody is singing. It got in some sweet part. It came second. It came second to Hard Fet, but it couldn't beat Hard Fet because Hard Fet had it in action, right? I ain't come here to stand up. Hey, hey, hey. So once you realize that the commanding part, that power part of the songs is what's really driving the crowd. As a musician, right, you have to think about what is your music supposed to do. Your music is supposed to get the people moving. You know, your music is supposed to hit the people with certain feelings, invoke certain emotions. That's why there are like song theories. That's why certain chords are used in songs to invoke certain emotions. You know, you can't use the same card for the whole thing. You have to learn to. Our artists need to study music, right? They need to have an understanding of it. Like you're good at it, you're given a talent. It's God given, but you have to really understand it and understand
well,
when you.
you know, I want to tell you, honestly, we don't have songs like that, you know.
Yeah,
The problem
for
with
sure.
songs like that is we don't push them.
Promotion is another part
Right?
of it, right?
But even when you look at the romance song for Saint Kitts, that was an action song, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And if you realize that video when with the go left, go right with the flags, you see how sweet
Yeah.
that had look? Because the people now got something to jump into. They got a vibe. They feel like they're part of what you put out.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be able to, our musicians have to be able to, when they put out music, make people feel like they're part of it. You ain't just make the music and I just here to listen to it. No, you want to feel like all of us are part of this thing together. We in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a part of song
Yeah.
that say we fit in together forever. We
Yeah,
living
yeah,
like
yeah.
family. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, for
Now,
sure.
when I feel like I am part of the song and I buy into the song, it's over. It's over once I feel I buy into your song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we need to work on. Being able to make people feel like they're part of the song. Not you singing to me, but I feel like, yeah, this is we business. We in this together.
Mm-hmm. Got you. And I agree with you, Reese. I agree with you. I see Nadia Baston one time playing Market and she talking during a breakdown and you see the Ableton man a part of that doing some call and answer. I say, yeah.
But you know, we saw that with Patrice, where Patrice will stop and talk, and you see the
Mhm.
man looking at her for the right time to come in, and they will bring up this and take down. Yeah. It's just all about working together, man.
Working together.
Just about
It takes time.
about putting time into the craft, man. You
It
just
takes time. It takes time.
When you see it done correctly, you just got to respect it.
It takes time. It takes time. So I'm looking forward to music fests. You know, we have a contingency from Nevis going down the soca side and see what they're gonna do. Reese, we have 2 more topics to discuss. You have anything else you want to talk about when it comes to?
That one the music festival. I'm gonna touch on that as we get closer to music fest. But I feel it's about it.
Okay, this one. So, actress Vivica A.
Yep.
Fox, at age of 60, says she is finally looking for a husband and is taking boyfriend application. Okay. Reese, you already had a reaction. You have something to say?
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you go to the store and you're buying apple,
Mm-hmm.
are you buying broccoli, are you buying lettuce and so? You don't take the one that say you're gonna expire tomorrow?
I tend to look for the
You want the
one with
fresher one, right?
the furthest away, yeah, from the expiry date.
So let me take my phone here to see something. Today is the 28th. So you know buy the one that say best used by the 29th. Up to the 20. You're not going for that one, right?
No, definitely not. I wouldn't even pick it up. I would just leave it, even if there's nothing else, unless I plan to use it today and be done with it.
Okay. That
What's
is
your
how
point?
that is what I'm getting at right here. So she wait until she had expiration date to tell what she want her husband and boyfriend. Are we doing here?
But she could be wine.
She could do.
She
She
could
could
be.
do a lot of.
She could be wine. She could be
She
liquor.
could be. She could be.
You know what I mean? When you go
She
buy,
could
when
be.
you when you
I
when you
could,
go
I could be
buy.
a millionaire. I could be a millionaire. And I
But I'm
gamble all the
saying,
time. I could be.
I'm saying, when you go buy liquor, or you go buying wine, which one is the better one to go for? Is it the one that says 5 year, or the one that says 25 years?
That's when I looking like a when a woman.
But we just talking about food, so that's
No,
just another aspect.
I just tell you.
Hmm.
Some things get better with time. I understand.
Yeah, not woman.
If you want, no, you're gonna pay. The price of a brand new car for 2006 Corolla. You gonna
People
pay
in general.
2024. You gonna pay 2024 price for 2004 Corolla. You're not gonna do it, right?
See, Susie says she's in her prime.
That's good for she. Let she stay in she prime. When you're in your prime, you not gotta take application. You know? People apply willingly. I
Susie,
won't fool me.
60 is the age of prime. She might got the groupie.
Miss Grippy.
Does she have
Miss
children?
Grippy. Okay.
Does she have children?
I don't
So
know.
this dog, bro. This dog don't be like eat so much and then just start with this belly pain.
Me just ask you.
My take is she could possibly find someone, right?
No, I would never tell you that she can't find somebody because there's somebody for everybody. For every
Yeah.
moldy slice of bread, there's a slice of cheese. I agree with that. Me never tell you that she not find somebody. No? I would tell you that she would not find the best candidate for her this time.
Why not? What did she
definitely would.
she said what she was looking for,
No, I understand.
you know, and I think she could find that. She taking applications. There are gonna be a bunch of young men in her DMs, whatever, you know, trying to get into the slice. But
No, listen, they're gonna be men in her DMs, you know. I will never tell you, no. But when you look at the caliber of man that's coming forward, it will not be of any substance.
but she had her career to work on. She had
Okay,
stuff to
cool.
work on.
I understand. So no, she took an
You-
application. She didn't take an application for 50, you know. She took 50
See-
willingly. You
See,
understand?
Loretta said she was married before. Buy you something else. She didn't take an
No,
application.
we just tell you. We have to start. You see, this is the problem. We live in a delusional world. In life, you have to
Yeah.
understand. Something just not go up.
Oh.
So she gonna find somebody. I agree. She gonna find somebody. I will never tell you she not find nobody. She will
Yeah.
not find an equal.
I think it's the way it was worded that
Pause,
you're being a little.
Pause. When is the Culturama talk shows? That was by Ian Big Tigger
Yeah, I
Taylor.
see that.
Ian, we're working on that.
We're working on
Forgive
it.
us, we're working on it. We're working behind the scenes hard.
We're trying, bro. You
Because
look like
I ain't gonna lie to you. People been asking that question. We really working on it. I apologize that we didn't come with it before, but we trust me, we trying hard.
we're trying, bro. Like we're trying. Like I'm reaching out. You know, I guess I'm reaching out. Well, stay tuned. We're gonna get some people. I'm hoping that we get key people. Well, I know we're gonna get some people, and we're definitely gonna start pushing them out in June. But we're gonna get some people. Reese,
Somebody said one day 50 available.
no, 50 not available. See, the thing with men, right, and the thing with women, right. In a lot of cases, as men get older, the younger they tend to look for a mate. They're looking younger mate. Women has always been attracted to older mates. That's the majority. Not all, but the majority of women like older mates. So when I was in school, can't find no man because they want care man, they want older man. And the trend goes on, 10 years older, whatever older. Keep going. You know, most of the relationship, they're older. So when you become 60, you need to keep the same energy and go look a 90-year-old man.
I will know that how you walking on. You see that
the turn around.
We need to start being honest. Once you see them in touch between 40 and 45, it's down the hill them look now.
Down the hill them look now.
They start to look back down the hill by that killer. They say, listen, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I know a lady who used to do this. So I know it for a fact it happened. I know a woman that used to go to high school graduation. And she ain't gonna graduated. She looking for the future. She has nobody to graduate. She looking at the future. She want to see what out they were coming out.
The young injection, eh?
You understand?
The injection of youth.
Once them hit a certain level, them turn back when they reach up the hill, them turn on with the binocular and say, yo, what's going on down there? Right? And that's what it is.
Blanche no want no older pot belly man anymore. You know what I mean? They're like a young and fit.
You know, so that way it is. So what's gonna happen now? And you know, this is a truth. What happen now? If she want to find somebody younger, you know, but she will not find an equal. Who more than likely whoever she find younger is going to be, in her case, a liability. She has to take care of them.
Okay, you mean like Madonna?
Yeah, but yeah, like Madonna, like Madonna. Hey, listen, you know,
like
but that's ultimately where you're gonna be. That's ultimately where you're gonna be. You know.
Okay.
So,
well,
it's gonna be like that.
Well, we're running out of time, but we have another thing I want to bring up. This has been making rounds on social media, so I'm gonna bring it up. And it seems like this man was getting married, and he's walking in with his bride. They're no his wife, because they have been pronounced husband and wife, into the reception, and this happened.
Nobody should come closer to them, please. Nobody, please. Allow the two of them. Let's allow the two of them, please. Let's allow both of them, please. Nobody should come around. Sit wherever you're supposed to sit.
Wait. For some reason. Let me turn on it. So Reese, if you look on the left, you see a guy with some sunglasses on and a hat, and a woman with a gold hat dancing, and you could see a bride to the right. Is it? Right? Look at this. People actually telling us, yo, step away, step back, move.
Oh, okay, so somebody is saying that lady in the gold is actually the other bride. Apparently, it's another wife. Sorry. So apparently, this is one of them polygamous relationships.
Is it?
That's what's being said by Marcy.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so, because at the end she had to move, and if you
Well,
listen
I
to
think
if you listen
I
to the
think she would have
comments,
to because it ain't her time.
no, but she has on the way of everybody else, right? I feel like if it's two brides, then she should at least, well, she be a secondary bride because she dressed like
No,
everybody else.
I don't think it's a situation like that. I think it's a situation where she would have been married to him first. I know he getting married again. Where it's like one of those situations where he had one wife, he got found another wife. One of them polygamous
Oh, like that?
stuff. And
I don't know.
But if it's not that, so let's go from the side of it is not that.
Yeah.
If it's a traditional Western wedding, the wife, the one who just get married, I see she there. You know, she just dancing side to side. Trying to get a little situation going on with it. She know what time she had on, yeah. So that kind of let me know that this ain't like a new situation to she.
Mm.
You know, no regular people are go that are gonna be bacchanal, all the bridesmaids and everybody are gonna dash in and that woman there go get, you know what I mean, she face knock out.
Mm.
You check? So that for me was a major problem. That she not even defend she situation. Now she might be a classy person and say she don't want to do this and she don't want to do that. But sometimes you got to step out the classy business and deal with the situation, eh? You know? So
They were supposed to throw money at her. They say the comments took me up, but some say at the wife family. See, I don't know. We going the spicy route, eh? We going the juicy route. We going
what's the
that
juicy road?
route.
Minister the juicy
The
minister
the juicy route is that's a side chick, and she sharp, and she interrupt the whole wedding. That's the route we going. We ain't going no polygamous relationship. We ain't going to supposed to turn.
You can imagine you say chick shop to your wedding, boy.
Boy, that is crazy. That's why I don't have any. That is crazy, Reese. You know what I mean? It's like, look at that, right? And the man, he looked like she got the grippy, eh? Because he not even tell she move no time, you know?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you realize
yeah.
that all he do a smile, he just there grin, you know. He just there grin. He don't want to disrespect that woman then either, you know. You check? So he just there grin like, wow, yeah, me can't really say nothing. You know?
He diplomatic. Especially for especially for a situation like when he when I get ready for the wedding, he knock it off. So you know you can't say no because you know she could just start to talk, you know, so you just got to humble yourself.
He just like, oh, smile, man. That's how it is. You know?
Man say you can't rock the boat, you know, so you just got to level.
But when things now got to go to there, he gotta go back. So he don't wanna mess that up.
You don't want to rock the boat, and I mean. But hey, listen, hey, I just feel it's an embarrassing look, really and truly. No matter what the situation is, even if she's a senior wife or she's another wife, it ain't your time. You know what I mean?
Ain't your time. It's not.
You got your time, and your time just not is not now. You know what I mean? You're fortunate to attend the wedding. Attend the wedding. We're not going with nothing, man. Just humble yourself and cool.
Definitely. You know, they're gonna have their time to work that out. You know what I mean? In the whole soul, right? They're gonna have the time to work that out. They're definitely gonna have their time to to go home and figure that out and establish who is second alpha, if that's what they're looking for. Top omega. I don't know how they work it out, but they have. That wasn't the time.
Yeah, it's bad timing. Horrible timing when in Trinity.
Yeah, but that ain't the angle we're going with, Marcy. We're going with the angle of she disrupt the entrance walk. She's the matey, and she didn't care, and she wanted to stamp that, yo, even though your husband, I'm a man. That's the angle we're going with.
I mean, same still do it. If that the angle you get with Pan is a brave man to know that he play chick there and he not think when he pound him say, not money pound him could handle that he say, hey, mama, you can't there tonight, no? You got to humble. You can't there. Hey, I remember, right? I remember a time we went to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit down in the church and a family behind me, and he come to the point where he say, is there a reason why these two should not be wet? And at the same time, like the baby bottle kind of fall and pan a lap and fall on the ground, and he get up at the same time. Does anybody know why these two should not be wet? And he get up, but he really only get up to try to go down for the bottle. But the whole church turn around and watch, you see?
Oh yeah?
But everybody turn around and watch it.
I've never seen that before.
Everybody turn around and watch it. They should have shown Matey though. Matey should not even feel so comfortable to look on the church. Should not even be able to drive past the church. Nothing should he do.
They tried to move her. I couldn't get her move. But Reese, it's 9 o'clock, so we gotta cut it short. It's time for the topics. Today, usually we have the link up with Real Entertainment and everything agriculture, but Banky is doing big things. He's over there in Indonesia, and we're still gonna have a link up, of course. I think Yassan Tafari will be joining Alan Powell alongside either Reese or Ira, probably Ira, and it's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be a wonderful show. Today was a press conference for those who like politics. That's where you want to stick and stay. I think that's when all the activities come out, the jokes and stuff. So I just want to say thank you for rocking it with us tonight. Blanche, big up yourself. Thank you for the English correction a little earlier. I'm still working with my new set of teeth. You know what I mean? They're real, but they're new.
You got many years, boy? You got new teeth?
You don't see that? No. The brace is finally come. The brace is finally come off, man. The brace is finally come off. So, I could say I get the right to say hose and instead of house and them kind of thing and stuff. But no. Anyways, our love. Thanks you for joining, and hope to see you again next week. As we're gonna be here as usual, doing this thing, bringing it to you because we love being here for you. Look out for Real Entertainment Network as we're about to expand. So, large up yourself. Reese, what do you want to tell the people?
No man, bless up to everybody. Thanks for the support and being here with us tonight. The topic up next. Blessings.
We on the corner, man. We on the corner, man. We on the corner, man. With that real talk. Real talk, real talk, real